Today I'm turning this super simple wooden coffin box into something way, way better. So to celebrate the release of Stranger Things 5 Volume 1, I painted this Stranger Things themed coffin box. Hi, I'm Lisi, welcome back to my channel. So here I'm just getting some supplies together, a pencil and eraser for the sketch, and my whole other mess of supplies like paintbrushes, palette, water, and paints. But we don't need all this right now because what we're going to be focusing on is the general sketch. So I found some paintings and different drawings and art and inspiration online, and I got to work on the sketch. And by this point I was just defining and outlining some of the basic shapes that I had put down and finalizing the drawing. And once that base was done, I got to work on collecting my paint. So I first started with the colors on the head. I don't know why I started here, but I just thought this would be the easiest part to get out of the way first. And by this point I was kind of just mixing this darker and lighter, slightly different shade of red together to kind of get that like fleshy Demogorgon head look. While the red was drying, I got to work on mixing the colors for the body. Now, the Demogorgon body isn't exactly like gray, but it's not super brownish either. It's kind of a mix between the two, so mixing this was one of the hardest parts. I kept mixing this dark brown and this silver tone together with different amounts until I got just the right color. And now I could officially get to work on painting the rest of the Demogorgon body. And here I mixed that skin tone with a darker brown just to create some shadows, and I kept mixing it with darker and darker browns to get more definition. And here I'm actually using a tip that an art teacher gave me. The tip is that if you want to put shadows on something red, definitely use a green, because green and red are opposite on the color wheel and it'll be better for shading. I know it looks black or dark brown, but this is actually a dark green that I'm layering over the red, and then I'm going to layer more red over that later. And here I use my white Posca paint marker to just put in some details and some highlights. After that, it was time to let the Demogorgon actually dry for a little bit, so I went in with this bronze, mixed it with that dark brown from earlier, and started to paint on a little bit of a background. And now, like I said earlier, I'm just layering red over that dark green. Now this part is kind of what I like to call my fix-up process, where I just went in, I made more highlights, I extended the flower head a little bit more, and just did a bunch of other stuff to make it look a little bit better. And using my Posca paint marker from earlier, I just finished up the head. By the end of that whole process, this is what the box was looking like so far, and this is also when the realization hit me that the 1.0 camera lens was way better than the 0.5 camera lens that I had been using previously. So now comes the fun part, when I add the detail that I have been waiting to add this entire time. And if you couldn't tell before, I'm sure you can tell now, the detail that I've been waiting so patiently to add to this box is the iconic Christmas lights from the show. For this part, I did use regular acrylic paint for the light bulbs themselves, but went back in with my Poscas. And now it was time to flip the box and do the sides. Now at this point, I was just kind of trusting the process and going with the flow because I didn't really know what I was going to do with the sides besides painting them black. Just cleaning up all the metal bits a little from all the paint, and wow, look at this so far. Now personally, I thought it actually looked pretty good so far, but I wasn't finished. I opened up the box and then started painting the edges, rim, whatever you want to call it, black. I then went in and did the rest of the inside of the box in the same red that I used on the Demogorgon. And so far the box had been looking pretty good, but I just felt like it needed something more to it. So I worked my magic a little bit more, and I decided to add these like tendril-y vine things. Can't forget to put in my signature. And it was only then that I decided I was finally done. I put my paints back in the best order that I could, I sprayed down the box with some spray-on Mod Podge to seal it, and now it's time for the reveal. So here we go, all finished. This is the final box. This is the front with the Demogorgon face. This is the inside with like the Vecna vines, upside down vines, whatever you want to call them. my signature at the bottom, and I actually added a really cool detail to the front of the box. Let me just hit these. And let me just charge this thing up really quick. Okay, and I'm gonna give you the reveal in 3, 2, 1, boom. How cool is that glow-in-the-dark puffy paint on all of the Christmas lights? So if this paint is well charged, this is most likely what it will look like in dark spaces. And that's going to be it for this video. I want to thank you so much for watching if you've watched up to this point. Don't forget to comment for any other ideas or input, like if you like this video, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of this. And please, if you have any video ideas or you want to shout out, comment down below. See ya in the next video.